So greetings, sir. My name is Laxman. My roll number is 19BCE1105, and in this video, I will be talking about Ethereum, and this will be my digital assignment 3. So moving on to the next slide. So in this video, what I'll be talking about. So in this video, I'll be talking about what is an Ethereum gas, and I'll also be giving an analogy-based example. And why does Ethereum need a gas but not the Bitcoin blockchain? And we'll be seeing what is a gas or a transaction fee in Ethereum, and how much gas will my transaction will be needed to execute, and how to calculate a gas price, an explanation of gas fee looking at the real world transaction. And last but not the least, I will also be talking about how to reduce the gas fee. So now moving on, what is exactly a Ethereum gas? So gas is nothing but it is a unit which measures the amount of computational effort required to execute specific operations on Ethereum network. So gas price is so the unit of gas price is denoted by GUI. So one Ethereum is nothing but 10 power minus 9 Ethereum. So one GUI is nothing but 10 power minus 9 Ethereum. So what exactly do we understand by gas, Ethereum gas? So we saw that we have a code, and for running that code, we'll be needing some energy, that computational energy. In a way, we can say that computational energy is nothing but the electricity cost. So the amount of electricity cost required for running of your code in the Ethereum virtual machine is nothing but this Ethereum gas. So unlike the other blockchain system, Ethereum needs some computation energy for running your code, or for the execution of transaction of smart contract. It needs some energy, which is called as the computation energy, which is calculated by what we call it as the Ethereum gas. So let's understand what is Ethereum gas analogically. So let's say I have a car, and to travel some X distance, I need to put some petrol, right? But I don't exactly know how much amount of petrol I need to put to move from one destination to another destination. So what do? I just put some safer amount of gas inside my car in such a way that I will be sure that I'll reach that destination. So in the same way, to make a transaction to be executed successfully, you need some amount of gas, so that the Ethereum virtual machine will use that gas to run your smart contract or the execution of transaction. So you need to provide the appropriate amount of gas to make sure that the transaction is successfully executed. So how much amount of gas is required? So we'll see about all those things later. So this is how we can think analogically what is an Ethereum gas. So like how we need a gas for making a car to run from point A to point B. So to make the transaction successful, it needs some amount of energy required, the computational energy required for running in the Ethereum. So for that, we need to provide some gas to make that Ethereum the virtual machine to run. So that is nothing but Ethereum gas. So why does Ethereum need gas but not Bitcoin blockchain system? We know that Ethereum is built using Solidity. Solidity is a Turing complete programming language, which means we can literally do anything. We can perform small operation to big complex looping operations like for loop or while loop. So it may happen that your code will run into infinite loops intentionally, or it can also be unintentionally. So what happens is that if your code runs into an infinite loop, then that virtual machine will use the computational resources. It will use infinite amount of computational resources, which slow down the Ethereum blockchain system, which ultimately sometimes destroys the whole ecosystem itself. So to avoid this, they introduced what we call it as the gas. So to make your transaction to be executed, or your smart contract to be executed, we need to provide some gas so that as I said, your transaction will be validated and executed successfully by the EVM or the Ethereum virtual machine. So because of this concept of gas, so if I have to do something illegal or malicious, I cannot do it, because if I have to do something, then I have to lose some money. As I said, I have to spend some gas to do anything in the Ethereum virtual environment. Okay, so to do anything, I need gas. So even if I have to do something malicious or illegal, I need to spend some amount of money. So so because of this very reason, that there is no much malicious things happening because of this concept of gas. But the Bitcoin, on the other hand, is not Turing complete, because we know that Bitcoin is built using a programming language called script, and script is a Turing incomplete language, which is a stack-based programming language. So as we know that in Bitcoin, we need only simple transaction. That is a transfer of money from person A to person B. So for that, we don't need any complex or some fancy code for transferring of amount from from person A to person B. However, the objective of Ethereum is totally different. So apart from transactions, the Ethereum also wants to achieve or to do complex smart contracts, or to facilitate the decentralized applications. So to do all these things, the Ethereum has no other goal to make itself Turing complete. So as I said before, if you make something Turing complete, then you can perform complex operations. So if you perform complex operations, you may end up in infinite loops. And if you have infinite loops, then you may end up using infinite amount of computational resources, which will slow down your ecosystem or the blockchain system itself. So for this very reason, we have the concept of gas in Ethereum, but not in blockchain. So as simple as it is. So how much gas will my transaction execute? As I told, for every transaction or execution of smart contract, you need a gas. So more the complex your code is, or your smart contract is, the more the gas you will be needed. Because as simple as it is, if you provide a code which is of higher time complexity, then you need to provide more computational resources. You need more computational resources. So for more computational resources, you need to pay more the electricity cost. So which means that if you are having a transaction which has some complex smart contracts, then you need more amount of gas. But we can there is a simple standard that we need 20,000 units of gas for a simple transaction. For a simple transaction of money from person A to person B, the standard amount of gas needed is 21,000 units. This is standard. But however, if you are running some complex algorithm or smart contract, as I said before, then you need to be accurately calculating how much amount of gas is needed to facilitate that smart contract in the Ethereum blockchain system. So how can we accurately calculate how much amount of gas will my smart contract or will my transaction execute? So if I am a developer, then so for each code we have opcodes. As I said before, each code will be having opcodes. So my smart contract or my code may be having addition of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers, division of two numbers, for loops, while loops. It may have many things. So for each thing, we have opcodes, and for each opcode we have the amount of gas required to make that opcode executed. So as we can see from this Excel sheet, that it has been specified the amount of gas used for each types of opcodes. As we can see, for addition we need 3 gas. For multiplication, we need 5 gas. For subtraction, we need 3 gas. So so on and so forth. For each type of opcodes, we can see that we need some specific amount of gas. So by using this information, we can calculate approximately how much amount of gas is needed to make my smart contract run in the Ethereum blockchain system. So this is how we calculate how much amount of gas is needed for my transaction to get executed in the Ethereum blockchain. So what is gas fee in Ethereum? So to know what is gas fee and how to calculate, we need to know 3 things. Okay, first we need to know what is base fee, what is priority or tip free, okay, and then what is maximum gas limit. So base fee is nothing but the minimum amount of price or gas required so that my transaction will be included in the blockchain. Is nothing but base fee. So next is priority fee. So priority fee is nothing but the minor fee which we have seen in the Bitcoin itself. priority fee is nothing but the miner fee, the amount of extra money that you will be giving to the miner, so that that miner will prioritize your transaction to be put into the blockchain system. So this is nothing but the priority fee. So this is nothing but the tip. So more the tip you give for the miner, then the more priority he will give for your block, for your transaction to be included in the block. Next is max gas limit. As I said before, given a smart contract, if I'm a third party, if I'm saying, if I don't know exactly what is happening behind the smart contract, so I don't know exactly how much amount of gas will be needed. So what I can say is that I will put some maximum gas limit. So above the, if above the gas limit, if my smart contract or if my transaction executes, I will say that please don't uh, proceed with the transaction, stop with it, because I'm not willing to pay more gas than what I have specified. So this is the maximum gas limit. So what happens is that if you provide more gas limit than what is actually required, so what will happen is that the exact amount of gas which is needed for the computational purposes will be used, and the remaining extra gas will be returned to you in the form of Ethereum. So this is one advantage of the maximum gas limit, is that you can provide how much amount of safer gas limit that you need. You can provide the extra or the excess gas will be returned to you if there is any. So this is maximum gas limit. So as I said before, we have actual gas fee, which is nothing but the actual gas which has been used, and the amount that has been charged for it, and the maximum gas fee, that is the maximum amount of gas fee that you are willing to you are willing to pay, and the excess amount, which is nothing but the maximum gas fee minus the actual fee. So as we can see from the formula, that actual gas fee is nothing but the base fee plus tip fee, which is base fee, as I said, the minimum amount of money required for your transaction to be included in the gas into the block. And the priority fee is nothing but the miner fee you're willing to pay to the miner to prioritize your transaction. So base fee plus tip fee into gas used, the actual gas used is nothing but the actual gas fee, and the base fee plus tip fee into maximum gas limit is nothing but the maximum gas fee. So the excess amount is nothing but the maximum gas fee minus actual gas fee. So this excess amount will be returned back to you, and no one can use it. So now we know what is a gas fee, because as I've explained what is all these things in the slide, there is one small drawback in this gas fee. So if a person wants to spend some amount, I will explain that in the next slide actually. So let's see the gas fee calculation example. Let's say Alice wants to pay Bob 1 Ethereum. He wants to make a simple transaction of transferring money of 1 Ethereum from Alice to Bob. So let's say the base price is 200 GUI. As I said, the actual unit of gas is GUI. Okay, is measured in the form of GUI. So as we can see, the base price is 200 GUI, and the base price changes depending upon the traffic congestion in the Ethereum blockchain. So more the traffic is there in the blockchain, in the Ethereum blockchain, the more will be the base price. So base price is dependent upon the traffic congestion. Next is the maximum gas limit. So as I said, what is the maximum gas that I am willing to provide so that my transaction will be executed? As I said before, if you can remember, I said for a simple transaction, the minimum amount of gas required is 21,000. Okay, but let's say for safer side, I'm providing 22,000 gas, because as I said, if I provide more gas, I will that excess amount of gas will be refunded back to me, or returned back to me in the form of Ethereum. So as I said, I'm providing some excess gas, as you can see, and tip fee. With the miner fee, I'm providing 5 GUI. And as I said before, the actual gas consumed is 21,000. As I said, for a simple transaction, 21,000 gas is what actually is required. So now if you put the calculation from what I have explained in the before slide, so the maximum gas fee is nothing but the maximum gas which I have provided, which is nothing but 22,000 into 20 plus 5, which is nothing but the base price plus tip fee, is nothing but, if I calculate, I'll get 0.000451 Ethereum. Okay, and then actually I'll get in the form of GUI. I have converted that in the form of Ethereum, and the actual gas fee is nothing but 21,000. So the actual gas which was used is nothing but 21,000 into the base price plus tip fee is equal to 0.004305. So this is the actual transaction fee that I need to pay. But what happened is that I paid extra. I paid 0.00451 Ethereum, which is the maximum gas fee that I have paid, which means that I have paid something extra. So what the Ethereum virtual machine has to do is that it will take whatever the transaction fee which is required, it will take, and it will return back to me the excess amount of the gas price that I have paid. So as we can see, excess amount is equal to maximum gas fee minus actual gas fee. So if I subtract these two, I'll get 0.00205. So this amount will be returned back to me. So what Alice has to do is that Alice have to pay 1.00451 Ethereum. So as Alice will pay this excess maximum gas fee 0.00451 in addition to this one Ethereum which she needs to transact from Alice to Bob. So 1.00451 will be sent, in which 0.00451 is the transaction fee, out of which this 0.004305 will be taken as the actual transaction fee, and the rest, which is 0.00205, will be returned back to Alice itself. So one of the main drawback of this gas system is that even if Alice wants to transact 1 Ethereum or 10,000 or 1 million Ethereum, all Alice has to pay is 0.004305 Ethereum as transaction fee. So no matter how much amount of the money I want to transact from one person to another person, my transaction fee will be always be stable. So even if I want to pay 0.00001 Ethereum, also my transaction fee will be 0.004305, which is quite, so if I have to pay some small amount, I will be ending up paying a bigger amount of transaction fee. So this is one drawback. As we can see, the transaction the gas fees are quite constant, no matter the how much amount of value that you are transferring from one person to another. So I will explain. So now I have explained what exactly is a gas fee. Now I will show you the real world example of a transaction. Okay, so 1 second. So if you can see my screen, so this is nothing but a normal Ethereum transaction. So this is one of an Ethereum transaction. Okay, so if I go down, we can see the gas price. Okay, the Ethereum price, and we can see all this information. So as I said, we have three things. One is one is the base price. Next is the tip fee. So this is for the miner. Okay, so for so the base price is 36.84 GUI, and the miner fee is nothing but 1.100 GUI. So the total amount of the gas fee is nothing but 36.84 plus 1.1, which is nothing but this amount, 37.9 GUI, which is nothing but the gas price, the actual gas price. The amount of gas price, the amount of price that I will be paying for 1 unit of gas. So as we can see, it is 37.94 GUI. So now we can see that the gas limit, the maximum gas limit that this user has provided is nothing but 262,779, out of which this 1 lakh 57,366 amount of gas is used. As you can see, exactly only 59.89% of gas is being consumed. So the remaining excess gas will be returned back to me in the form of Ethereum. As we can see, so we can see that 6.63 is the excess amount of gas that I have provided, out of which I have provided, and $17.21 have been used for as transaction fee, and this 6.63 is the excess fee, out of which we can see 16.61. So out of this 17.21, this 16.71 is nothing but the computational cost. The computational cost in executing your code or your smart contract by the Ethereum virtual machine. So for that, 16.71 is used out. So 17.21 minus 16.71 is nothing but the fees of the miner. So the miner will be getting 17.21 minus 16.17 as an incentive. So this is what exactly happens in a transaction with the concept of gas fee in the Ethereum. So now coming back to the slides. Okay. So what is transaction? So what is the difference between transaction fee in Ethereum versus Bitcoin? As we can see that, as we know that in Ethereum, apart from the miner fee, we are actually paying something extra, which is called as a gas fee, which is used for paying for the extra computational cost for the execution of your smart contract by the Ethereum virtual machine. So apart from the miner fee, you are paying some amount of extra fee, which is nothing but the gas fee. So for a transaction fee in Ethereum, small some amount of fee will be taken as gas fee, and some amount of fee will be taken as tip fee by the miner. Okay, but the transaction fee on the Bitcoin, on the other hand, the whole amount of fee will be taken by the miner to prioritize your transaction to be included into the block. So in short, a transaction fee in Ethereum, some amount of fee will be taken as gas fee, and some amount of fee will be taken for the miner fee, which you will be providing. And in transaction fee, the whole amount of transaction fee will be taken by the miner. So this is what is the difference between the transaction fee in Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So as I said before, since this Ethereum transaction is having this concept of gas fee, as we are paying something extra from the tip fee, so that's why this Ethereum transaction is quite expensive than transaction in any other blockchain system. So how to reduce gas fee? So as we know that the gas fee is dependent, as we know that the gas fee is dependent upon the base price. So this base price, it actually fluctuates. The more the amount of traffic in the Ethereum blockchain, the base price increases. So what you will do is that you will do the transaction only when the network congestion in the Ethereum blockchain is less. So that will be the right time to do the Ethereum transaction. So always be patient and at the right time do the gas fee. Next is actually set the appropriate amount of maximum fee limit on your transactions. So it is very, very important. So and apart from that, layer 2 scaling solutions, we can use off chains. So off chains is nothing but you will be using a third party blockchains apart from Ethereum, where this third party will be doing or executing your smart contract at lesser amount of gas fee. And then the fourth point is calculate the gas fees accurately. So as I said before, I have shown you the opcode. So calculate gas fees using that accurately, and you yourself make some analysis whether you should do the transaction or not currently with the present gas fees. Next, use crypto wallet with optimized or zero fees. And then the fifth one is there are some decentralized applications which are providing or offering discounts and reducing gas fees. So yeah, so this is what exactly is an Ethereum gas and what is gas fee, and I have explained you. So I hope it is quite clear for what I have said. So thank you for this opportunity, and goodbye.